What's going on, agents, and welcome to the Division 2 September 1st, 2020 vendor reset video. I'm going to go ahead and do like I did last week. I'm going to go unscripted, go check everything out, and you'll get my honest reaction with everything. So, here we go. Alright, first up is going to be the clan vendor. What do we have this week? Another firm handshake. I'm getting so sick of seeing these. Did they even reset this? Ongoing directive, what's that? Holster, True Patriot, gloves, rolled, skill damage, negotiators, mask, rolled, status on the ongoing holster, pass on the 93R, pass on that, I'll pass on that. Strain is not a good talent to go with the marksman rifle. That could be interesting with measured, but I don't like the health damage and the LMG damage rolls. I don't like the L86 anyway. Alp Summit with 10.4 crit damage, 9.2 status effect. You could roll skill repair on here and use this with a skill repair status effect build. I've thought about building one of those here recently. Golan, max health, 140k armor, 4% weapon. Spark, you could max out the weapon handling and have a half decent chest piece there, but you could get better. I'm just going to pass on that. You could roll repair skill on that. And again, have the basis for a status repair skill build. But I think you're better off using the Alp Summit for that one because you get the yellow mod slot and you can add skill haste to it. 5% at a 6% crit chance isn't bad. If you don't have over 5%, get this. 6.7% armor repair. I might need to look into that on one or two of my characters. And that's it. So pass on that. I'm probably gonna get one of the. No, wait a minute. I might need one of those. The armor roll on that's a little low, so I'd pass on the True Patriot gloves. But the Negotiator's Mask, 12.4%. You could add crit chance, crit damage to that, and go with it. Actually, that 93R is not that bad, close and personal as the talent. You can take the health damage off for damage to target out of cover if you like the burst fire. So that's what he has. Let's go ahead and go to the other White House vendor. Okay, and this guy, let's see, China Light Entry, Strategic Alignment, 8.7% status effect. That's 8.7 out of 10. That's okay, and Explosive Resistance, you could take that off for skill damage or skill haste. So yeah, hell, if you even wanted to go with the status effect repair build, you could take the Explosive Resistance off for skill repair. Since Shock and Awe, when you cause a status effect, it does increase your skill repair by 20%. That might be the Mad Scientist build of the week there. Pass on the Tommy gun. And the ACR, health and assault rifle damage is a little low, and I don't really care for crit damage. And Breadbasket could have been so much more. The weapon damage on this is abysmal, and I'd rather have status effect instead of skill damage with Creeping Death on there. And that's a C plus, B minus piece right there. No, 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 and no. So that's it for the White House. I'll go ahead and head over to the theater and we'll see you there. I dread going to this vendor each week. Fox's Prayer knee pads. Well, now there's something worth a darn to buy. The weapon damage is a little low, but hell, these are kind of hard to find. You can roll that health off for just about anything. Why can I not buy the item? I don't have the money. Huh. I'll do something about that real quick. ACS 12 in sync. 10 of 15 shotgun damage, 9 of 12 damage to armor, critical hit damage. In sync as a talent. That's a B minus piece at best. I'll pass on the Resolute. Battle gloves, not when contractors are out there. Double red on China Light. I see that all too often. I'm not interested today, and not with the 3.5% weapon handling. Definitely not. You could max out the crit damage on that, but at this point I'm kind of wondering why. I mean, if it had crit damage there, I'd roll the skill tier over to something else, but as of right now, no. 8.3% shock resistant, one more cluster mine, 4.2 active regeneration. Yeah, I'd pass on all that. I am going to do something about those Fox's prayers.
Always nice to see an agent around here.
Buy 3 of them at least. Alright, heading over to the campus, and we'll see you there. Campus vendor, let's see what she has. Night Watcher, a status effect. Low armor score. You could max out the armor score there and have you a minus piece with status effect. That would go good if the Scanner Pulse Haste worked with the Banshee and the Jammer Pulse, but it doesn't. So there's 2 things on that I would have to change. Therefore, I'd have to pass on that piece. Pass. LMG crit chance ignited, no. Richter and Kaiser repair skills too low. Unless I had to have a Richter and Kaiser for a mask, no. If it had crit damage, I would possibly go with that. Or if you don't have a Grupo Sombra holster, you could add crit damage there instead of the weapon handling. You can use that instead of in lieu of a better one until you can find something better. That might be a decent extra payload to buy. The 8.2% Reviver Armor Repair. You'll get an extra 8.2% of your armor back when your Reviver Hive revives you. And that's all here. This is a maybe. I'll buy one anyway. I can always destroy it, and I would pass on the named item. Everything else, bleh. Alright, so those are the light zone vendors. Let's go to DZ West.
You want the best?
DZ West, the Virginian is for sale again. And this one has some potential with 10% rifle damage, 12% critical hit damage, and 8% damage to target out of cover. Now the 8% damage to target out of cover makes this weapon very viable. It's 8 out of 10%. You can go ahead and max out the rifle damage, have you a B+, I would say, at least a B+, Virginian. I'm going to have to call a friend and let him know about that. Bayboy, your Virginian is here. Shotgun, no. SOCOM M1A, I'll pass on that. Ongoing directive, gloves. Weapon damage, critical hit damage. No, I'm going to pass on the gloves because I've got something better there. Aces knee pads with status effect. I've thought about doing a status effect build with aces and eights, but probably not the best idea. Going to pass on the Gila Guard gloves. Another China Light double red knee pads. I don't get it. 8.3% shock resistance, 6.3 health, 4% damage per enemy, 5.8% skill haste, and 5.5% health. I'd pass on all that. If there's a must buy, I would buy the Virginian. I'm about 7 credits short. I'm going to get those today. 'Cause I don't have this named weapon. I'm going to come back and I'm probably going to get this one because I haven't seen one better. And I haven't had any luck farming it out of the dark zone. So maybe if I buy it, I'll have better luck. Alright, let's head over to DZ South, see what they got there. Alright, we have arrived at DZ South. Let's see what we got. Another strategic alignment, China Light Industries Corporation. Perfect shock and all backpack with health and explosive resistance. Why would you buy this one when there's a better one at the White House, I believe? Pass, definitely. MP5, max SMG damage, 16 of 21 critical hit chance. Ranger, you could put damage to armor, damage to out of cover on the attribute slot and have a decent MP5, but the crit chance is a little low, but you really don't have to worry about that too much. The FAL, no, I'll pass on that. Pass on that. That's the third ongoing directive piece I have seen. This one comes with status effect, so if you're looking for an ongoing directive build this week, that's the third piece I've seen, so you're 3 pieces away from having the build and not having to farm for it. Wyvernware backpack with clutch, skill haste, repair skills. I don't like the talent on the backpack. I don't mind clutch, but I don't like clutch on a skill backpack, and I don't like repair skill with Wyvern, so have to pass with that. China Light chest piece with spotter. This is interesting. You could run spotter. I'd get rid of the skill damage and go skill haste and skill haste as the mod slot. Keep the 8.3% hazard protection. Because that's 8.3 out of 10%. The skill damage is just 6.9 out of 10. That's a little low for me. So yeah, I'd definitely go skill haste there. But if not, you can put skill haste instead of hazard protection and have double skill haste with the skill damage in there. Not a bad piece. Spotter's very, very good talent. That's over 10%. That's a good start. 2 extra bombs. If you don't have that yet and you'd like the bomber drone, go ahead and get those. And these other 2, I'll just pass on that. So here, the only thing I could see would be maybe the China Light chest piece with spotter and the ongoing directive backpack, because that is the third piece we've seen in the light zone today. And again, the True Patriot is just, armor's way too low for me. So I believe we need to head over to DZ East. Alright, DZ East vendor, let's see what she has for us. New reliable, 11 of 15 LMG, 9 of 12 damage target out of cover stability. I'd roll max damage to armor there, but I'd pass on that because I have better. But if you're looking for a new reliable, that's not a bad start. I mean, you'd roll max damage to armor on there and you'd have you a B minus, low B minus piece. But that perfectly optimized, man, that gun is a laser beam-ish. No, I'm going to pass on that custom M44. Infantry MG5, no. Max LMG damage, the damage to target out of cover is way, way too low. Because I definitely don't want swap speed there, and Vindictive is Negotiator's Mask. Didn't we have another one that was... I think there was another one that was a 12.4% weapon damage. So I'm going to pass on this. Future Initiative, you can take the crit damage off and roll your repair skill on there. I'd definitely get that if you don't have the holster. Venomous Mask with status effect, critical hit damage. You know, that's interesting because I've been running an ongoing directive build with Fenris gloves with status effect on there. They're god rolled with max weapon damage, max status effect, and max critical hit damage. But this right here because I'm running the well, I'm running the vial mask with it, so I'd hate to replace the vial mask. But if I ever decided to go with some other exotic piece, this would be a this would definitely be in the books. So if you're doing something like that, I'd buy those. In fact, I might buy those and rat hole them. I got a couple things I need to buy in the DZ this week. I'm gonna pass on the R&K double reds. Ugh. No low. No. 8.3% stem efficiency. This is for the booster hive. It'll give you an extra 8.3% to hazards, and I believe weapon handling is what it buffs now. No, and no. Okay, well that does it. To sum it up, new reliable if you want it. Future initiative holster, and just me personally, I think I'm going to come back here after a while, after I get the Virginian, and come back here and get these Fenris masks. So that'll wrap it up for the light zone. We'll go ahead and head to New York and see what they have there.
Safe area detected.
Okay, first vendor in Haven. I'd pass on the MP5 here. Pass on the SR1. Pass on the SIG. Tactical M1911. Love the gun. Don't like this one. Petrov. Max weapon damage. Everything else is abysmal, and I don't want to focus on any Petrov piece. No, I don't want those. Sokolov knee pads, another Richter and Kaiser mask, even lower repair skill than the last one. Yeah, let's pass on that, pass on that, pass on that, unless you don't have any incoming repairs, and I'd buy those. 7.9 inch duration isn't bad, but I think there's better out there. And 6.3% damage. If you don't have better, maybe that, but I'd pass on everything here. Let's go see what Benitez has. Go pet DOG. Be right there. Alright, Benitez, what do you got? No. Bad, bad, bad.
Let me know if you need anything.
Measured. The rolls are just too low across the board. Max shotgun, 75% damage to armor. But still, oh god, that's a horrible talent for a shotgun. Now, if it counted a stack per pellet that hit, that'd be decent. But no, they don't. Not in this game. They did in Division 1. This one, no. No, wrong, wrong, wrong. If you wanted the beginnings of a tank crit build, you could use this. Otherwise, I'd leave it alone. Definitely leave this one alone. And skill damage for the explosive damage, two-piece maybe, but no, it's just way too low. Say, see the 9.8% haste is actually pretty high, but it's just looks real low. Actually, that should be closer to 3/4 to 8/10 the way up. It's at 9.8 of 12, so that's basically 10 of 12. Yeah, that definitely should be a lot higher up. 16.6 skill per. Nope. Nope. And that'll do it. Well, this was a better vendor reset than the last couple of weeks. I'm going to go ahead and sign off. Pet DOG here. Good luck with everything, and check with me later on in the week. Maybe they'll let me see Cassie Mendoza this week. I'm still hoping.